Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. I recently ordered some things from Sephora and I thought now would be a good time to show you one, what I ordered, and two, a lot of the skincare products that are my favorites currently that are not necessarily Sephora, things I order over and over and over again, and some new things I'm trying, and just kind of give you some thoughts on, whether or not I'm liking them, if I am going to repurchase them, all that kind of stuff. So I've been trying to find, well, we'll get into it. So I'm gonna start with this one because it's just top of the box and also one of my ultimate favorite things in the world. The Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Cream. This is my, I'm obsessed with this moisturizer. This is my, especially in summer, I really like this as my daytime moisturizer. Really lightweight, really hydrating. It creates just like a super, super nice foundation. I've been using this for probably 2 years now, maybe more than that. I don't know. The number of times I have repurchased this, I cannot even tell you, at least 5, maybe 10 times at this point. And I will continue to order it because I haven't found anything else I like more than this. I really, really like this one. So just to give you kind of, I have been using this one because I ran out. Take a little off the top, but it's just like a really lightweight cream. Just really, really nice. Absorbs really fast, not greasy at all. Just really, really, really perfect for daytime. And I love it. And I was really excited about it because it came in this like little duo. And this was, I think, around $58. I will be honest, this is not a cheap moisturizer. It's probably around $40 to $50 for this size. They do also make a travel size of it. It's an expensive moisturizer. A little goes a very long way, so you don't need to repurchase it too often. But drugstore moisturizers are a lot cheaper. So it's not the cheapest thing, but it came in this double pack with these eye patches. And I have never done eye patches before. I don't really ever feel like I need them. I don't really feel like I have bags under my eyes or dark circles or anything like that. However, why not try something new? I see a lot of people raving about them, and I am getting to be in my late 30s. So I want to make sure that my eyes stay looking young and hydrated and all that goodness. So what was cool was that these two things came together and they were about $58 for both of these. Individually, these both retail for almost $50 in and of themselves, I'm pretty sure. So, and there are 30 pairs of eye patches in here. I've tried them twice and I really do like them. I'm not going to use them every day, but I think especially on the days when I'm pampering myself a little bit more, they're really nice to have. So that was a really cool little duo set. And really good value for what you get relative to what you would have to pay if you bought them separately. So I'm super obsessed with that. I've tried a few of the other things that Peter Thomas Roth has put out, but not a ton. I kind of found that moisturizer and was like, yes, and I stuck with it. Some other things that I reordered. We'll stick with moisturizers because I'm in love with this other one. This is my other cannot live without moisturizer, and I just ordered the refill pot. But this is the Laneige Water Bank Cream, and again, I have ordered this more times than I can say. This is my nighttime cream. This is it's winter and my skin is extra dry because it's just too dry or something like that, then I'll also use this during the day in winter. This is a much heavier cream. It still absorbs really well and it doesn't necessarily feel heavy, but it's much richer. And so this is my nighttime cream. It's I don't know, you can't really tell, but it's just nice, and it feels really nice and thick. If you go to Sephora, I would say try both of these if you're in the market for a good cream. They're both really hydrating, but I just find this a little too heavy for humid, sweaty summer, so I leave that for nighttime, and then I kind of will use it as a daytime cream in winters too sometimes. So love Laneige. I think Laneige is one of the favorite, it's a Korean brand, and I've been getting into Korean brands a little bit more, as you will see as we go throughout this little mini haul. Really, really, really love this one. Okay, the next up product is my favorite, and I have the one I'm currently using, and then I always make sure to order, when I'm getting worried that this is running low, I always order a new one. I try and have 2 backups on hand because occasionally this does run out, and I am so addicted to it. Like I panic when I can't get it. And I've never found anything else that I like as much as this, because I'm not really somebody who wears foundation very often. I just don't I don't feel like I need that coverage most of the time. And most foundations I feel like don't sit on my skin very nicely. But this being more of like a balm texture, it just kind of melts into your skin. Like I always work in it with my hands. A little bit goes a long way. It's sheer. Well, it's not sheer. It's just really lightweight coverage. It's kind of like that tinted moisturizer thing, but the texture is different than other tinted moisturizers I've tried before. And it's not, I mean, it is hydrating, but it's not really doing the same job as a moisturizer, in my opinion. So I don't really know how to explain it. All I know is that I'm obsessed with this product. So I would say that if you are looking for a sort of, you don't really want to wear foundation, but you want a little coverage and you think you might want like a tinted moisturizer, I would actually really recommend giving this a go. It just sits really nicely on the skin, and it gives you a little bit of coverage. You can apply more of it, but I would actually say like do one layer of this and then use your concealer to like spot cover. That's what I do. I use this and then I use concealer in place of doing foundation and concealer. That's just what works for me. And it comes in 4 colors, so it's not a huge shade range, but it's really not meant to be, like, again, it's not a foundation, so you're not looking for an exact color match. You're just looking to give sort of a your skin but better look, you know what I mean? Like, it's not meant to color match exactly. So, yeah, I'm probably not doing a very good job of explaining this one. All I can say is this is phenomenal and I love it, and there's nothing else like it out there, so try it. Okay, we're gonna stick down the Dr. Jart route because I have a lot of Dr. Jart things that I am obsessed with. It's probably one of my favorite brands. It isn't like an actual dermatologist brand. You can see like all these different Dr. Jart things I've been collecting. I think that's it. Yeah, okay. But I don't know. Anyway, I'm not sure why it's called Dr. Jart. It's not a dermatologist behind it, but it is a really good skincare brand. And the products that they put out, I just cannot find dupes for, or I haven't found ones that are as good. So when I ordered this recently directly from the brand because Sephora was out, and I ordered like 2 of them because I was like, I never need to run again. Anyway, they sent this to me, a full-size bottle of this ceramide serum toner. And historically, I have used the Lancome. Like, this is the one I liked. So this is usually, I don't really think toners are super important, but I do like to add just a little bit of something moisturizing to my skin. I know that there's moisturizer as well, but like before I put serums on my face or something like that, I like to give a little bit of something extra to it. So I've been using this like Tonic Comfort by Lancome for a long time, and I still love this. But when they sent me this, I was like, cool, I'll give it a try because I like ceramide serum. Like, ceramides are really good for your skin barrier. They're very soothing and helpful. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. And this is dethroned. This is still great. I love this. I still use this. I'm using this right now because I haven't repurchased this. And also I have a lot of this that I should use. But I also really, really like this one. And so I think I'm gonna repurchase this. It's like $40 for this bottle. A little bit goes a long way. Again, and that's the great thing about Dr. Jart products. They are expensive, but you really don't need to use all that much. So this lasted me for about 3 or 4 months, this bottle here. And I did feel like I noticed an improvement in my skin barrier and like the texture and like the redness in my skin and stuff like that. So, and I had been using this, and while this is like, it feels great on my skin, like it feels so nice, I think this actually did something. Whereas this is more like for feels, this actually seemed to do like an actual job. So I'm a big fan of this one. I would highly recommend if you're looking for just like that nice kind of toner step in your routine and you want it to do a little something. I also don't really use a lot of serums in the daytime. Like, most of my stuff at night is a retinol. Like, I use a retinol at night, and that is pretty much it. And I occasionally use a vitamin C mask, which we'll get to. but I don't really do serums and things like that. So if I can combine skincare steps and get like benefits, then that's great. So this is like new to my routine and definitely one I'll be repurchasing. So love that. This is a little sample I got, which I'm excited to try. So we'll see, because what I need is yet one more Dr. Jart product to dethrone my other moisturizers. But you know what, I haven't even sampled it on my hand yet. Let's see, just a tiny bit. Just rubbing it in to my, like, you can't even see it right now. I think that is an interesting thing. I'll need to read up a little bit more on this product. I think if this was going to compete with anything, it would compete with the Laneige Moisture Bank. It's definitely not going to compete with the Peter Thomas Roth. It's heavier. It's more like the richer Laneige Water Bank cream than the lighter weight hyaluronic moisturizer. So that'll be an interesting one to try out. If you're a Dr. Jart fan, like, I feel like once you start using their products, you just become like a super fan. There's so many products that they have out that people just rave about. And this is probably the other one. So this is the green cream that everybody talks about. It is got the Sephora. So Sisa is another like ingredient that helps calm redness and improve your skin barrier. I am quite red. I get flushed really easily. Even just washing my face with soap and water, like mild soap and water and not even scrubbing, like pretty much anything will make me turn red. So I'm always trying to like tone down the redness in my skin. And this is a product that I've used before. I got the big size one previously, but I wanted to compare this with this one, which is one I got off of Amazon. I was looking for dupes because, again, Dr. Jart is very expensive. And I was like, hey, can I save money and get something a little cheaper? And so I was looking around for dupes that people would recommend. People said this one was good. And I think this is around $19 for this size. And this little pot right here is also $19. The bigger one is, again, closer to $50. It goes a long way. You need very little of this. So I would say it's expensive up front, but you're going to have that for probably at minimum 6 months, if not more. So yeah, but you know, it evens out, right? Because I think I've had to use more of this, I think. And today I compared them, like one on one side and one on the other. This wins. I'm going back to this. I'll keep using this because I have it and I want to use it up, but it's worth the money. I think this is much better. I like this a lot more in terms of actually covering up my redness and evening my skin tone and just creating a nice base for this to follow. So I always do, like, I do the serum and then I do a moisturizer. So we do this. No, that's the eye patches. Do this. So you've got like your serum, your moisturizer, then your green cream, and then I do this. And that's pretty much like my morning. That's what I do in the morning. Those things. I think Dr. Jart just wins. It's like my favorite. It's my favorite skincare brand. I have yet to find a product from them that I'm not impressed with. So that's, I think, says a lot. What else? Oh, so the other thing, I was like, hey, because this is so expensive, again, like $40. And this is expensive too, but it lasts for freaking ever. They both do. But then I was like, well, let's look at CeraVe. CeraVe is like one of my favorite drugstore brands. It's great for sensitive skin, which I have. I use their like body moisturizing cream because it's so thick and rich and it does the job. And so I was like, hey, what do they have? They have this toner. And so now I'm comparing like all three. Now I'm combining these two, like, just because honestly, like, I'm sure this has the ceramides and is effective, but the experience, the feel of it on my skin is nothing, like, it's not as good as this. This is just like, the name is Tonic Comfort. It's very comforting. It like feels nice on my skin. And this was even better than this. So I have too many toners right now. I am going to use them all because I don't like to waste product, but winner. Okay, we beat that to death. I'm done. I'm moving on. The CeraVe product is just not, I'm not loving. Oh, no, wait, we're not done yet. We're still not done. I was really, okay. I really wanted to find an alternative to this because it is expensive and I did not need to add another expensive step to my skincare. So then I saw this on Amazon and I was like, hey, that's $10. It's this little lotion. And it is nothing, I was like, oh, it says emulsion. So I was hoping it would be kind of like a toner, like a serum toner. It's much more like a lotion or a moisturizer. And I don't think it's worth anything. I think I'll use it for my body, but I don't want to use it on my face. I don't particularly like it. Does it even smell? Does it smell bad? It doesn't really, yeah. I don't love the smell of it either. It's just not great. So that was a bust. Amazon bust. Probably great, but still not going to use it. Yeah, I was really going down the ceramide rabbit hole and tried a bunch of different products lately. But yeah, Dr. Jart for the win. What else is new? Oh, I had mentioned that I was doing a vitamin C mask. So occasionally, I have a whole like Sunday night routine where I do my everything shower and my hair masks and my face masks and all that stuff. And I have been using Lapkos. This is another Korean brand. They're not terribly expensive. I'm sure there are better masks out there. In fact, Dr. Jart sent me a ceramide mask that blows this one out of the water, but the Dr. Jart ceramide mask is $25, and this is about $4 or $5. So, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to be doing it weekly, I don't want to be spending $25 on a ceramide mask every week. I'd rather spend $5. So I have a bunch of these different mask options and I like them. They do help. I've got the ceramide one. I've got the Sisa, which again, so these two are to kind of like help repair my skin barrier, keep it strong and fight redness because I am quite sensitive. This, occasionally when my skin is feeling just like it needs a little extra exfoliating or it just needs a little brightening, I use this one. I cannot tolerate this very long. Like, I probably should only put this mask on for 10 minutes. It says up to 15. I probably tap out at 10 because it can be a little too strong for my skin, which is why I typically don't use a vitamin C serum every day or like in my daily skincare routine. This is really like a once a week or every other week thing for me because it's just, my skin does not tolerate it super well. The next day my skin feels great, but I am a little bit more red and irritated. But yeah, I mean, I like it. It's hard to explain, but yes, I like it. I just can't do it very often. And then collagen. This is always really nice. And pumping up your skin a little bit with some collagen. It doesn't really get into it's not a permanent solution, right? But it's a nice one to have. This is another like do or die for me. This is part of my Sunday every night, like Sunday everything shower routine. I love this charcoal mask. It is like, you could use it, especially if my skin is acting up or if it's like the height of summer and I've just been getting a lot of sweat and grime on my face. I'll actually do this twice a week. About 15-20 minutes with this on, and it just like deep cleans my pores and like really preps my face for then doing some like deep moisturizing. So I've been using this for probably a solid 5 years now. Or longer. Like, I love Origins. This particular mask is amazing. If you're looking for a charcoal mask, it's fantastic. What else do I have? Oh, since we're on masks, we're still on masks. Okay. Because the vitamin C does seem to irritate my skin quite a bit and I just don't tolerate it very well, I was looking for something I could use when I was feeling like I just needed a little bit of a brightening situation. Something that would be gentle on my skin, but also kind of let me have that vitamin C effect that, it really does do something. I don't know. And so I got this. I was like, okay, that looks interesting. So this is specifically for sensitive skin. And it is expensive. And I gotta be honest, I don't love the way it smells. Yeah, it's not my favorite smell. It is a mask you put on for 5 minutes and then you wash off. It does do something. I mean, I don't think it's like earth shattering, and I certainly don't think it's worth the money. They do have this in a regular strength formula, not so much for sensitive skin, and I would be willing to try that one to see if it is like, maybe this is just a little too gentle, you know? So once this is done, I'm willing to try the normal strength one and see how that goes. But yeah, I just want something I can use a little bit more often than that vitamin C mask, because I do find that that I could use that a little bit more, especially again in summer when I'm out hiking all the time and my face is just getting kind of, I don't know, it needs it a little bit more in summer, I think. And so I was trying to find a solution, but yeah, it's okay. I'm not blown away, right? But it's okay. And then some other products, just kind of random product roundup, right? The Laneige lip mask. My friend and I were at Sephora yesterday and she asked me, do I think this is worth it? This is a very hyped product. And I generally really like Laneige. Obviously, I'm obsessed with their moisturizer. Their other products are like, okay. Yeah, this Moisture Bank lip balm, it's good. I have yet to find a lip balm product that I'm just like, oh my God. Yeah, it's good. I think it's good. If you like it, you like it. It is expensive for what it is, but it lasts a really, really long time. I like this one better than I like the little tube gloss one that they have, like their daytime one. I think this is much better than that. So I would, if you're gonna do the like lip balms, I would stick with the ones in the pot, not the ones in the tube. This Burt's Bees, this is an easy drugstore one. Again, I hike a lot. I walk everywhere. The heels on my feet are so dry. And one year it was so cracked. For a couple of years, actually, I had just like an actual like fissure in my skin because it was so tough and just, it was gross. We don't need to go into it further. And I've been trying really hard to be much better about making sure my feet have moisture, and like because it's painful and it hurts actually to have like cracked skin, like it hurts, and it doesn't look nice. So I've been trying really hard to exfoliate my feet. I have like a little scrubber in my shower and then put this on most nights, and then wear socks to bed with this because it's gross and I needed to solve that problem, and this is doing the trick. So yeah, if you need a little foot thingy to help you out, that's a great one. On the body care thing, sorry, this is all over the place. I'm just going through products as I find them and kind of as my mind picks them up. Dry body oil. Okay, this especially in summer, I really like a dry body oil. I don't like, okay, so let me explain. I use the CeraVe Rich Moisture Cream for when I've gotten out of the shower and I'm going to go to bed and I just need to have like some deep moisture. My skin gets quite dry on my like elbows and my knees and things like that. And so that's what I go to when I'm like, I need some real thick moisturizing and I'm going to be climbing into bed, or in the winter when I'm not going to be sweating a lot. In summer, I find that moisturizer, because I sweat, because I'm moving around a lot, it gets too thick. Like it's just not comfortable on my skin. It's just not cool. So I still want a moisturizer, but I need something that's not quite as thick. Enter this guy. Or the one that I really like is the Kiehl's Dry Body Oil. This is $10, and the Kiehl's one, sorry, I'm like holding these not the right way. This one is $10 and the Kiehl's one is like $30. So I am going to do this Shea Moisture one. I use Shea Moisture for a hair mask as well. I think this is a really good drugstore product. Yeah, I really, really like their stuff. I've tried like the Aveeno dry body oil, hated that. This is much better. It's the closest drugstore version to the Kiehl's one that I've been able to find, and it's a third of the price. So I think it's worth it. Paula's Choice 2% BHA exfoliant. This is a cult favorite. If you are not using this product, you should. If you have, so a BHA is gonna, it's oil soluble, so it'll be able to deep clean your pores. Like an AHA exfoliant is water soluble. That's for like the top layer. This gets into the deep pores. I had a cystic acne spot on my neck, on my back. I get it there sometimes because of where my hair sits and workouts and things like that. And a couple of days of this cleared it right up. I also use this like on my body, like chest and stuff. And again, in summer when I'm sweatier, when I'm moving around a lot more, this also helps with my body acne, not just my face. I get like right along my chin, I'll get acne. That's really the only place. Sometimes I'll get it elsewhere, but this is really good. Do not use it every day. I was doing that for a while. It will irritate your skin, but like a couple times a week, you know? Or if you're having a breakout or something like that, that's great. And finally, this is the last one, I think. Yes, this is, oh no, I forgot. Okay, anyway, we're almost there. This retinol, this is new to me. I've been using this for probably a month or two now. The retinol I loved was Alpha H. It was an Australian brand, and I think they've discontinued it, or the brand is going under or something like that. It was a 0.5. I could use it, you know, several days during the week. It never irritated my skin, but I definitely felt like it made an improvement in it. And I can't get it anymore. So I talked to the person at Sephora and they recommended this one. It's the one that they used. And I think, I forget like the retinols, there's like different levels and things, but this apparently is a little bit better. It is stronger, but it has been okay. My skin's been tolerating it quite well. And I only use it 3 nights a week. I do it Monday night, Wednesday night, and Friday night, if I remember. So yeah, so 2 to 3 nights a week. And I make sure to give a day or so in between each application so my skin doesn't get overwhelmed, because again, very sensitive skin. But I've been tolerating this really well, and I am not typically is this youth to the people? Yeah. I'm not typically a youth to the people fan, but I like this one. So I think I will keep with this. I haven't really found a retinol that's blown me out of the water. But they say consistency is the most important thing. I am very curious to see what happens, because if you haven't heard, I think the European Commission or whoever, the powers that be over there, I think that they are trying to reduce the strength that retinol can be in an over-the-counter thing. So like this will not be allowed in Europe because this is a 1%, and that is like way stronger than they're going to allow. So I'll be really curious to see how that works out. And then the other one, I don't have it right here, but I remembered it. I have tried a bunch of different moisturizers. I always think that moisturizers are kind of like one of those things where like, ugh, whatever, like it doesn't really matter. I currently use the CeraVe moisturizing cleanser. It's very gentle. I really, really like that one. It's very affordable. But I picked up a little travel size of the there's a Kate Somerville. I'm pretty sure it's Kate Somerville. This like goat milk cream cleanser, and I'm obsessed. Like I really like that. And I mean, it cleanses really, really well. So I like that it cleans well, but I think again, just like the feel of it on my skin, it's so hydrating and moisturizing. I do not feel like my skin is being stripped. Even the CeraVe one feels a little bit like it's very gentle, it's fine. But I just find that Kate Somerville one is really good. And I'm annoyed because again, it's like $40 for this moisturizer, for this cleanser. The CeraVe one is like $20 for 3 times as much. So I will probably stick to the CeraVe one, but that Kate Somerville one, I'll insert a picture, is really good. So if you are somebody who's like all about your cleansers, I would say pick that one. I might buy it and see if I might get a full size one and test it to see if I think it's really, really worth it in the long term, because I just have that little travel size one, and yeah, it feels so good on your skin. And I never say that about a cleanser. So anyway, those are all of my skincare current favorites, things I just ordered from Amazon and Sephora, like what I'm trying, what I'm loving, what I wouldn't buy again. But I'm really curious about what you are interested in right now. Like what products did you buy? Do you agree? Like, are you obsessed with Dr. Jart the way I am, or do you think it's trash? I know that some people think it's a little overhyped. So I'm just curious. And if you have a really good recommendation for something that would do the job of a vitamin C serum, but isn't gonna kill my skin all the time, it really doesn't. My skin does not tolerate vitamin C very well, but I would love to find something that it could tolerate, because I do think that there are benefits to vitamin C. So let me know. Okay, I'm gonna go. I hope you have a great day. See ya.